Good day, YouTube. Platt here, and today we're going to drink a little beer. We're going to try the beers that we made with our homebrew kits. So let's go. Well, if you remember a few weeks ago, I did a series of videos on homebrewing beer kits. And we brewed up about 4 different beers. Well, today, those bottles have fermented, we've bottled and conditioned them, now they're ready to drink. And the first one we're going to try today is the Oktoberfest we brewed up from Mr. Beer. Now, we didn't do any enhancing or anything, we just followed the simple instructions, and we're going to see what we got. Oh, hope you heard that. Sounds like we've got some good carbonation. We'll give her a pour here. Alright, we have a nice little bit headed there. Nice brown, color-wise similar to a Shinerbach beer. What little head we have is nicely retained. Get a little malty notes. Let's give her a try. Not a bad little brew. Definitely pick up malty notes. Not a lot of hops in this brew. Very drinkable though. If you're new to the craft beer scene and more of a Miller Lite, Coors Light drinker, then this beer might be for you because it definitely won't offend the palate. If you're a big IPA guy, this might not be the beer for you. Does have a little cidery kind of funkiness to it, but overall, very drinkable beer. Something that would work on a nice spring day. Well, let's check out next the Canadian Blonde. The next beer up is the Canadian Blonde we brewed with Coopers. Now I did, on that particular video, you notice I did a hydrometer reading. And this beer came out to about 4.95%. So let's give her a try. Ooh. Didn't get as much pop out of that one, but let's see what we get on the head. Not much head on that one. There's some bubbles. Alright. No off smell, so let's give her a try. Not bad. The color's good. A little funky taste though. Yeah, a little flat. I have to go back and review the notes on carbonation. While these beer kits are limited, if you miss up on things like carbonation, you can still affect the flavor negatively. Still drinkable enough. You can definitely taste the extra sugar or the adjunct we added to it. Probably C- beer. Well, we got more to drink, so let's keep moving. Well, the next beer we have is our Blueberry Blonde. Remember, I split off part of the Canadian Blonde batch and added blueberries to it. Let's see if we get a little bitter carbonation, because remember the blueberries are adding a little extra sugar to it. Alright, that sounds a little bit better. Now let's pour. Yeah, we got a little more head there. Yeah. Definitely a darker color. We definitely picked up the tannins from those blueberries. And you get a little bit of the blueberry sweetness on the nose. So let's give her a try. It's definitely a better beer than the Canadian Blonde. The improved carbonation has added a little more effervescence to it. You don't get a lot of the blueberries, just a subtle hint. Alright. This is not too bad. Little note about this beer. This beer, on the hydrometer reading, came out over 5%. Again, we added, the blueberries added additional sugars, more for the yeast to eat. So we got improved carbonation on this one and higher alcohol. So overall, this beer is not bad. Definitely drinkable. So let's go to our last beer. The last beer we're going to try is the beer we made with the Brooklyn Beer Kit. It was an oatmeal stout. Now, if you remember, that was an all-grain brew we did. The first two beers from Cooper's and Mr. Beer were cans of extract that we used. So it'll be interesting to taste the difference between the two. So let's try it. Alright. Got a nice little fizzy pop out of that. Let's see how the head is. Alright. Not much of a head, but this is a stout. Kind of beige in color. Oh, you definitely get roastiness, a little espresso, kind of chocolatey notes to the head. Smoky, definitely. Let's give her a try. Oh, that is nice. Wow. This is definitely a good example of the classic kind of stout. Little chocolate hints. Like I said, espresso on the nose. You get it in the palate. Very drinkable. Sweet, but balanced. Very malty. You could definitely taste where the all-grain brew makes a superior beer. Out of the four, this is definitely the best. Well, let's wrap up this video. After trying our beers that we made with our home brewing kit, I think we've learned a couple of things. First and foremost is that you can make a high-quality, very drinkable beer with any one of these home brewing kits. Two is that all proper brewing procedures need to be followed, even if you're using a kit and it seems real simple. The example of the Canadian Blonde that didn't quite carbonate enough should tell you that it's not easy. Even with a kit, you still have to maintain focus. Somewhere along the way, we screwed up on the carbonation. And last but not least, is we noticed our best brew out of all of them was the oatmeal stout that came from the Brooklyn Beer Kit. Now, it's not necessarily because the Brooklyn Beer Kit's superior, it's because it was an all-grain brewing kit. Your best beers are just going to come from all grain. So if you're wanting to get real serious about home brewing, all grain is where you're going to eventually want to end up. Now, some of y'all will be satisfied with just the malt extract home brew kits, and that's fine. And to let you know, we're going to continue to do some home brew kit videos. There's a ton of kits out there, and several I've checked out lately that I definitely want to try again. Well, I hope you liked this video and the whole series on home brewing kits so far. And if you did, please subscribe down below. And if you have any questions, comments, ideas, feel free to leave them in the comment section, or you can contact me on the Twitter page. Well, until next time, bye-bye.